Hello, everybody. This is Kimchi Crypto. Today, I'm going to talk about does Coinbase invade India? Let's dive in. ARK Invest buys $20 million in Bitcoin shares, sells $50 million in block. In short, Cathy Wood sold the stocks of Block, Robinhood, and Coinbase. Instead, she bought big chunk of Bitcoin shares last week. When you take a look at Robinhood market stock price, it went up bananas lately. She sold Robinhood and Coinbase at all-time high prices. And she bought Bitcoin, Emergence Technologies. It's a full name. On June 27th, the stock price was $4.2. It went up significantly and became $135 on July 3rd. Bitcoin shares 32x'd in just a single week, 32x. And then the price fell by 74% in 3 weeks. What a swing. In my personal opinion, ARK Invest thought Ethereum trend will continue. Especially Bitcoin stock price can outperform Ethereum. Maybe 3, 4, 5 leverages. It's like leverage Ethereum play right now, at least for the time being. XRP accumulation plan boosts hyperscale data stock by 12%. The firm has begun accumulating XRP as part of a $10 million crypto treasury plan, sending shares up 12%. Hyperscale is considering a 36-month lockup for its XRP reserves and might increase its investment cap based on market conditions. At first, it was Ethereum play, major players were MicroStrategy, MetaPlanet, and so forth, and now it moved to Ethereum, and then Solana, and XRP, and Hyperliquid, and Dogecoin Treasury, Sweet Treasury, Tron Treasury, etc., and etc. Altcoin strategic buy will be amplified by auto-season plus ETF plus index ETF approvals, which is going to be significant. CoinDCX. For your information, in terms of trading volume, CoinDCX is kind of number one crypto exchange in India. They dismissed report of Coinbase acquisition talks. CoinDCX CEO denied reports of a potential acquisition by Coinbase, emphasizing the company's focus on India. When you take a look at top 10 crypto exchanges by trading volume in India. Number 1, Binance. Number 2, Bybit. Number 3, Bitget. And number 5, OKX. All these 4 exchanges are kind of from China. They're not based in China right now, but Chinese exchanges. And then 4th, Coinbase. 6th, Kraken. 7th, KuCoin. And then the 8th, CoinDCX, CoinSwitch, and Mudrex. These are Indian local crypto exchanges. When you compare those trading volumes of Binance, Bybit, Bitget with those trading volume of CoinDCX, CoinSwitch is incomparable. It's just nothing burger. First, Indian exchanges suffered a lot, investigations, all those authoritarian enforcement actions, and they are still suffering a lot. That's the fact number 1. Number 2, China-based exchanges predominated India versus American crypto exchanges like Coinbase, Kraken. Third, China and India. As of now, it's kind of anti-crypto. The crypto taxation, and it's still banned officially in China, mainland China. But, however, these countries will turn their stance toward crypto in a positive way. I don't know when, but it won't take so long. Number 4, Coinbase is doing poor job compared to Binance, Bybit, Bitget, OKX. So, They try to acquire this Indian market, but who knows whether it's going to work out or not. Let's see what happens. But here's it's more important thing. Population of China plus India is around 2.9 billion people. What a number. Southeast Asian countries, the total population in this area is 700 million. Middle East population 500 million in total. Africa 1.5 billion people living here. In Latin America, there comes 670 million people. So Southeast Asian countries plus Middle East and Africa Latin, the population all combined is 3.4 billion people. 1 plus 2, China, India, Southeast Asia, Middle East, Africa, Latin America. The population here is around 6.3 billion people. 77% of the entire world population, which is amazing. And more importantly, the ratio of MZ generation in these countries, surprisingly, is more than 50% in India, China, Southeast Asian countries, and Africa. MG generation is more likely to invest in crypto than their parents' generation, baby boomers. When you take a look at this percentage of stock investors in 2025, in North America, 58% invest in stocks. South Korea 27%, Japan 25%, China 18%, in Europe 35% invest in equity right now. Baby boomer generation is the wealthiest generation in human history. They own their own houses, they prefer real estate, stocks, and even gold. Whereas global MZ generation are more speculative. Their children generation, they cannot afford to buy an apartment or house because it's very difficult for them to even get a high salary job, and they don't have money to buy the apartments or the new car, so they became more speculative, and they are more crypto friendly, more digital friendly than their parents and a boomer generation. It's the percentage of crypto investors now, as of today, in these developing countries. In India, crypto investors are just 7%. Southeast Asian countries, 6.5%. Middle East, 6%. Africa, 4%. Latin America is somewhat above, compared to higher than others. Latin America is 10%. That's why Binance, Bybit, Coinbase, they all tried to, and they failed in the past, but they just reinvaded India, Nigeria, and Southeast Asian countries right now. They kept doing this. Now, we are in the beginning of beginnings, as I mentioned before. For the next 5+ years, it's going to be the most speculative market, especially crypto. In other words, this would be very dangerous as well. I'd say the cycle is more likely 2017, not like 2021. So it's a warning to you guys. With a better wait and see, it will take some more time for crypto, for stocks to go like bananas. I've been showing you several times before, but it's pretty important. Remember though that global M2 liquidity doesn't always go identical with Bitcoin price. Back in 2017, it doesn't go identical. It was somewhat different, but this time it just looks amazingly similar. Anyway, the M2 global liquidity just rose up significantly till the end of October. And the Bitcoin price, we are still here. Like, it went up a lot, but we are going sideways right here. I'm expecting this type of movement from now for the next couple more months. Like going up and down, but in the end, eventually, Bitcoin price will go significantly. So if you've bought the dip for months or years, just like me, you will reap a great harvest sooner or later. I think it's time to be patient. No, it's no need to worry about what if the market, what if Trump goes like crazy. No, just wait and see. The market will go more crazier as time goes by. U.S. Fed didn't lower rates, and anyway, trade war is going to be ended, and the whole thing goes into digital money, digital assets. Just be patient. Thank you for listening.